And I asked Coach Brahm to talk about your evolution as a quarterback. Can you talk about maybe how you perceive your evolution these last 3 or 4 weeks?
Yeah, I mean, I think, like we've talked about for a couple weeks now, a lot has changed in my life, and this role is not something that I've ever had before. This is the biggest stage I've ever been on, and yeah, it's been a little weird. It's been obviously some new challenges that I've never faced before, but I'm just trying to take it in one day at a time. Really, I'm not trying to be too overwhelmed by it. And sometimes it's easy to get overwhelmed by it because it's a big opportunity, and I know how much it means to a lot of people. So I'm just trying to take it day by day and trying to just roll with it. You could say go with the flow, and because I'm still learning. I'm still learning a lot. I have so much to improve on. I know I got a lot of work to work on, so just trying to do that.
What have these last couple of weeks just done for your confidence?
I think it's helped a lot. I like to think I was pretty confident in myself before these couple of weeks, but like I say, you really can't replicate going out in the game and playing. Those reps are they're so precious, and I'm just trying not to take them for granted because I know how important they are and how much it takes to be in the game. So yeah, I think it's just been, like I said, it's been a challenge, but it's been cool.
What's the best piece of advice you've gotten since you ascended to this #1 job?
I think it's been from multiple people, and it's just be myself. Don't try to be anyone else. And it sounds cliche, it sounds generic, like you get advice all the time in your life, but I think it's important. I think there's a reason it's cliche. It's because it's true, and it's held true. There's a lot of people with a lot of different opinions, and if you try to make everyone happy, you're going to fail. So I'm just trying to do what I can do to improve.
What do you see from that Wisconsin defense, and how do you guys go about attacking that?
Yeah, they're really good. It's no secret. They're historically been solid, and it's no different this year. They're very good. They're physical. They're fast. They're smart. They know what they're doing, and it's going to be a huge challenge, just like last week was. It's got to watch that much more film. Work that much harder in practice, just to just want to go give yourself the best chance possible. Leave nothing on the table. I don't want to look back on the week and say, man, I could have watched more film. Man, I could have gotten more mental reps in practice or anything like that. Just trying to do everything I can to prepare.
Do you have to catch yourself trying to do too much? Or you try to stay in the routine that you were in before, even when you were not the starter?
Yeah, you try to. I try not to let it engulf me and let it be overwhelming, because there is a point where it's like, I got to go to sleep at night and think about something else in football. So, but that being said, it takes a lot of work. So, and especially knowing that we don't have very much time left in the season. Bowl game is still on the line based on if we win or lose. So I do want to, have a life outside of football, I would say. But right now, I know this is a big part of my duty right now and what I'm supposed to be doing. So I'm going to give a lot to this.
Did last week allow you to have a life outside of football a little bit?
Yeah, it did. Having the bye week, it came at a great time. It was just great to relax, and just that's not to say I didn't still work on the game, because I did, and I watched film and tried to work out and do everything I can to prepare. But it was cool to just have a couple days off.
Did you go home, or did you stay here?
No, I stayed here. I stayed here. Had to go to class, so didn't get that much time to go home. But again, I love it here, not just football. I love it outside of football. So got to hang with some friends and just have some time to relax.
Did you go with the team to Wisconsin in 2017? If not, have you ever been in Camp Randall Stadium?
I did not go, and no, I have never been.
You've never been?
Yeah, this will be my first time.
I mean, what do you anticipate? You've heard about jump around and
Yep.
the zaniness of that place. It's going to be a lot different than Evanston.
Yeah, it's going to be unlike any environment I've ever been in my life. So that in itself is going to be a challenge. And I think we're doing a good job trying to simulate the noise at practice. But it's hard to simulate that many thousands of people screaming at you. So like I said, it's going to be something I've never experienced before. But something that's why you play the game, to play in front of people like that and stadiums like that.
Did you still talk to Elijah at all?
Yeah, I talked to Elijah. He encourages me a lot, and I like to check in on him, make sure he's doing okay. Just, we miss him. He's, like I said, it's more than football. You miss him just as a friend, just being around. So you stay in touch with all those guys.
Have you pulled up a YouTube video of jump around or anything like that?
I haven't.
Get
I
an
haven't.
idea?
I probably will at some point. And, put them in my headphones, turn it up a little loud to try and simulate it. But no, I haven't yet. But like I said, I'm really excited. Should be a lot of fun.
So,
Just from a practice standpoint, I mean, you guys have won 2 in a row. You still feel like you have some pretty good momentum, even not playing last week?
Yeah, I think
feel
we
like
do.
it's carried over into this week a little bit?
No doubt. And, wins just help the morale and everything so well around here, and it just makes everything feel better. For me, it just pushes me to work that much harder because you have that feeling, and you want it again. You want to win and get that victory and be able to come back to campus with a smile on your face. So I think we have we're trying to build on it, but we've also turned the page and realized that this is going to be a huge challenge.